I just made a ranting video, and I had second thoughts about releasing it. You may not get to see that video. It's mystery going in the wrong direction. And I think it's for the edification of anyone who's community-minded on this website.
Now, we come to an issue of traitors. It's sort of like looking at history, examining the legacy of George Washington, President Washington, and determining
the effect of a Benedict Arnold record. He's probably wanting to deny that. He probably does not want anyone to remember. He does not want any future YouTubers or YouTubers. I want mystery to go in the highest possible direction, to bring you up, to inspire you. I was angry at some people, but there are many teachings, wise things, which will try to explain that we really don't know how anything is supposed to be. We really don't know why people are doing what they're doing. We just have to let them be. And in letting go like that, they will come back around into harmony with you, or with me, as the case may be. So I am going to let go. I am not going to have any expectations. I'm not going to have any disagreements.
I will say one in particular, Jazzy Lemon, and I hope he sees this video. He wants to, right now, erase all connections that he has with me or with Youtubea or whatever. I mean, his
majority of friends on YouTube are met through Youtubea, you know, and he has to realize that, and all those people are still within the group. I just wish him well. I'm sure he's a pretty good guy. Jazzy Lemon is just doing what he feels that he needs to do to navigate this cyber world. We're all going to end up on the other side, and we will be having some sort of a new world over there. That's the whole idea of Youtubea. But look, without saying too much about Youtubea, because I'm taking a break from it, you know, I was always mystery before Youtubea came into being. I was always mystery, I was always supporting the community, and I'm going to go back to my roots. I'm going to be a positive influence. I'm going to be promoting Best of Youtubea. My channel, Mystery 1 Subs, which is kind of my secret channel, which I haven't promoted at all. This is a channel where I am going to do collaborations with people that need to be promoted, people that agree to be promoted, and it's pretty much a one-shot deal because I'm going to cover as many people's channels as possible. So, you know, you may get your chance to be involved in one of these projects, and then I'll be moving on, you know, to the next group.
Keep it rolling. It's kind of like a reincarnation of the Best of YouTube with a YouTube Guide theme, which I've always enjoyed. And by the way, YouTube Guide just kind of disappeared, just dissolved into the woodwork, and nobody knows what happened. Now, let's just go over a few of the channels that I've been watching, people that I've been trying to keep in touch with. And some of the people were not promoted or featured in my Entertainment Giant Summer Shoutout, which not a lot of people saw that, which were in it. I only heard from maybe 10 or 15% of the people that I put in that shout-out. But anyhow, I know that people are busy. I know that sometimes you watch something and you can't make a comment, so it's always hard to know, you know, who's watching what. You just kind of take it on faith that the people that are going to see it are going to see it, and they're the ones that should see it. So, Happy Sea Urchin, I just checked in on his channel. He really doesn't keep in touch a whole lot anymore with me, but I do want to mention that I always have appreciated his ideas, and I feel like he lacks the stamina and the endurance to really communicate and get his group collective happening. He has a lot of great ideas, but I feel he tends to be out of touch. He needs to be more in touch to make those things happen, especially being in touch with yours truly. I mean, if you want to make things happen, you got to collaborate. Maybe you don't like the whole idea of the one powerful leader, the Messiah, but, you know, you got to get off of that trip to make things happen. You can't worry about that. If you deny that it's going to happen and then you don't talk to anybody who's charismatic, then you're kind of cutting yourself out of the mainstream of the movement. That's what I think. He seems to be rather depressed right now. In the last week or two, he's been making videos which seem to say that he's going to be cutting himself out of the YouTube scene or the community, however you want to look at it. Another person who's been depressed is Psych Alien, who's a hippie, peace, love, kind of artistic guy in Europe. I think he's either in Belgium, Denmark, no, not Denmark, Netherlands. I know he had been in Portugal. I'm not exactly sure where he is, such as myself. I'm always traveling around back and forth globally. The man is depressed. I had written a few comments. He didn't comment back. I don't even know if he's reading his comments, but he's in my prayers. Anybody who's depressed or feeling antagonized, down and out, confused, not having their bearings, he's going to make it through to whatever he needs. Also, Sonic Alchemy. Did anyone catch those new videos that he put out? He had been gone for about, I think it was 10 months. I went away for about 4 months. I was only putting out one video per month. During that time, at some point, he disappeared as well. I came back. I've been back for most of 2008, and he has just now returned and put out like 10 videos, which I watched every one of them. We've been in direct communications. We're talking a little bit. I have mutual respect with Sonic Alchemy, but it looks like he's going to bow out again. He is not into this vlogging thing. He is not feeling the vibe of the community. He has become antagonized by a lot of haters, I think, and just the lack of really accomplishing anything by doing this. Now, really, this brings me into the whole idea of the 888 Toronto, which I have some influence on that whole thing getting started. And I just want to put in a reminder, or just a note of suggestion to anybody that's going or thinking of going or supporting it. You need to accomplish something. You need to get together for a purpose, not just to get together just as a premise for traveling. To me, that's not good enough. To me, you have to have some kind of a goal, accomplish it when everybody is together, you know, and kind of premeditate this. You've got to know what it is. I'm not saying what it is. I'm not trying to control that. I'm just making a suggestion, as I did in the beginning to Video Chick and to other people, that, you know, as these YouTube meetups, gatherings happen, there has to be an evolution towards accomplishing a goal. It's not just going to be year after year, you know, let's get together randomly and just be purposeless. I wasn't at the Boston gathering a few weeks ago. I haven't really looked into that a whole lot. I did read some negative comments about it, but I'm trying to put that into perspective. I don't want to be so affected by the negative comments because, you know, those things don't have a lot of weight, usually. They're usually not constructive criticism, so I don't pay them much mind. I have been going over to the YouTube drama site lately. Trevor Rieger, I'm going to put in a mention for him. And you know, Trevor Rieger, you pissed me off a little bit by not putting anything up there that I suggest you have in the past. I guess it's not interesting to you. I guess you're too busy to even write back to me. Hey, I'm not going to take it personal, because I know sometimes I don't write back to you. But I do want to say that he's really putting down a lot of the things more heavily than I'm accustomed to. He's saying about the YouTube celebrities, you know, there's no such thing, and why they don't exist, and Little Loca was booted out of TV. I guess she had some kind of a cameo or something, and they didn't renew her. Same thing he always keeps saying about Lisa Nova, etc., etc. Well, you know what, Trevor Rieger, if the YouTube personalities, the most popular people in Youtubia, if they were not really becoming celebrities, then guess what, Trevor Rieger? You know the logic as well as I do. You'd be out of a job. You'd have nothing to talk about whatsoever. You wouldn't even exist. You wouldn't even be a name. And by the way, I do want to mention, apparently from a video from somebody else that he put on YouTube Drama, the YouTube channel called YouTube Drama 1 is not an official Trevor Rieger channel. Okay, so let me repeat that. YouTube Drama 1 channel on this site is not run by Trevor Rieger. Okay? That's from a video that somebody else did that Trevor Rieger was promoting, so I assume he agrees with it. I had asked him before, and this is another thing that he didn't respond to, so there I found out information another way. Not that it really matters. You can always go to YouTubedrama.com to find out the spiel that he's forking over. Now, what do I want to talk about? Just some really cool YouTubers. As I close my random vlog, I want to say Dr. Metropolis has been back. His stuff is always very unique and very surreal. Tip my hat off to the doctor.
I hope we're going to work together on something bigger and more expansive, collaborative. I still wonder about Enjoy the Voyage, who used to be Dickens123. Enjoy the Voyage, nobody's heard from in a long, long time. Phaedrus, channel that I'm well connected with. She's out of the loop, I guess, you know, taking it easy for the summer. Hope she's doing well. Fernifer is out and about. I don't see her doing much with the Youtubia thing, but of course that again is out of my hands. I'm taking it, you know, in a detached way. Let's see what they do with it. So again, you know, I'm just filtering out my mind as to, you know, not talk a whole lot about the Youtubia stuff, which is hard to do because it's very prevalent. It's within a lot of other things. Oh, and here we go. Youtubeadvocate, I was noticing, is now John Reagan #1, who is, I guess his term is almost over because it's just 1 month that people do that. Apparently he lost his expensive glasses in some kind of a vlogging accident. You know, these things happen. In a closing note on that subject of Youtubeadvocate, yours truly would like to be the Youtubeadvocate. I think I would do a great job at it. I am a partner, though. I have more partner channels than anybody else. Now, I don't see how that is going to prevent me from influencing the YouTube staff. I see that as an advantage. As far as I know, Youtubeadvocate has never been a partner. There have been one or two YouTube advocates who became partners after they served in that position. So, you know, I don't see where that would be a strike against me. I see it very possible, very lucrative, very successful venture for me to be the YouTube advocate, so I am going to inquire about that and petition for that, and let's see if it happens. After all, the hatchet has been buried between me and just 1-1 Allen. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my random vlog. I'm going to be talking a little bit more with you folks directly about the things that you want to know spiritually.